Section 1. A beloved classic German chocolate cake. German chocolate cake is a true American classic. It's rich, decadent, and totally irresistible. What's not to love about layers of moist chocolate cake covered in a creamy coconut pecan frosting? This cake is perfect for any occasion, from birthdays to potlucks. Despite its name, German chocolate cake is not actually German. The recipe was created in the United States in 1957. It was named after Sam German, who developed a type of sweet baking chocolate that was used in the original recipe. The key to a great German chocolate cake is the frosting. It's made with evaporated milk, sugar, egg yolks, butter, coconut, and pecans. The combination of flavors and textures is simply divine. So gather your ingredients and let's get started. You'll need 4 ounces sweet baking chocolate, 1/2 cup boiling water, 1 cup unsalted butter, softened, 2 cups granulated sugar, 4 large eggs, separated, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2½ cups cake flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons salt, and 1 cup buttermilk. Section 2. Gathering the ingredients. 1 cup buttermilk. For the cake, you will need all-purpose flour, sugar, unsweetened cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, salt, buttermilk, vegetable oil, eggs, and vanilla extract. The frosting requires evaporated milk, granulated sugar, egg yolks, butter, vanilla extract, sweetened shredded coconut, and chopped pecans. The evaporated milk and sugar create a creamy base, while the egg yolks add richness. The coconut and pecans add a sweet, nutty crunch that perfectly complements the chocolate cake. By selecting the best ingredients, you can elevate your German chocolate cake from good to extraordinary. Section 3. Baking the cake, a step-by-step guide. To begin, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius, and grease and flour 3 9-inch round cake pans. In a large bowl, whisk together the flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. In a separate bowl, whisk together the buttermilk, oil, eggs, and vanilla extract. Gradually add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, mixing until just combined. Divide the batter evenly among the prepared cake pans. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Let the cake layers cool in the pans for 10 minutes before inverting them onto a wire rack to cool completely. Section 4. The Coconut-Pecan frosting, a symphony of flavors. In a heavy saucepan, combine 1 cup evaporated milk, 1 cup granulated sugar, 3 large egg yolks, and 1 cup unsalted butter. Cook over medium heat, stirring constantly until the mixture thickens and coats the back of a spoon. This step is crucial for achieving the right consistency for the frosting. Remove from heat and stir in 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. The frosting should be warm but not hot when you add 1 1/3 cups sweetened shredded coconut and 1 cup chopped pecans. Stir in the coconut and pecans until well combined. The frosting will be thick and creamy, with a delightful crunch from the nuts. Once the cake layers have cooled completely, you can assemble the cake. Place 1 layer on a serving plate and spread with a generous layer of frosting. Repeat with the remaining cake layers and frosting. Don't be afraid to use plenty of frosting. It's the star of the show. Once the cake is assembled, you can decorate it as you wish. Some people like to sprinkle the top with additional coconut and pecans, while others prefer a simpler look. Section 5. Achieving baking perfection, tips and tricks. To ensure your German chocolate cake turns out perfectly, there are a few tips and tricks to keep in mind. First, use high-quality cocoa powder for a richer chocolate flavor. Dutch processed cocoa powder is a great option for this cake. Second, don't overmix the batter. Overmixing can develop the gluten in the flour, resulting in a tough cake. Third, be sure to grease and flour your cake pans thoroughly to prevent the cakes from sticking. Fourth, test the cakes for doneness with a toothpick. If the toothpick comes out clean, the cakes are done. These simple tips will help you bake a delicious and impressive German chocolate cake. The delicious results will be well worth the effort. Choosing high-quality ingredients is key to baking a truly exceptional German chocolate cake. Start with fresh, high-quality cocoa powder for a deep, rich chocolate flavor. Dutch processed cocoa powder is a great choice for this cake, as it has a smoother, more mellow flavor. Use good quality vanilla extract for a fragrant, flavorful frosting. Finally, choose fresh, plump, shredded coconut for a delightful, chewy texture in the frosting. Selecting quality ingredients will elevate your German chocolate cake from ordinary to extraordinary. Remember, the quality of your ingredients directly affects the taste and texture of your final product. Opt for premium butter, which adds richness and enhances the overall flavor of your cake. Even experienced bakers can make mistakes when baking a German chocolate cake. Overmixing the batter develops gluten, resulting in a tough cake. Mix just until combined. Test doneness with a toothpick. If it comes out clean, the cake is done. Let layers cool completely before frosting. Avoid these mistakes for a perfect cake every time. Also, avoid undermixing and uneven baking. Follow these tips for a flawless result. Once your German chocolate cake is assembled and frosted, it's time to show it off. This cake is best served at room temperature, allowing the flavors to fully develop. Cut the cake into wedges and serve on dessert plates. Whether for a special occasion or a sweet treat, German chocolate cake is sure to impress. To store, wrap the cake in plastic wrap and keep it in the refrigerator for up to a week. While the classic German chocolate cake recipe is undeniably delicious, there are many ways to adapt and personalize this beloved dessert. Try adding a layer of raspberry or cherry preserves between the cake layers. The tartness of the fruit will complement the sweetness of the frosting. Experiment with different nuts in the frosting. Walnuts or almonds would be delicious additions. You can also sprinkle some coconut flakes for an extra tropical twist. Have fun and enjoy creating something unique and delicious.